Did you know that according to Nos Confundum and the Terra Infinita map theory, that there's over 178 worlds outside of the ice wall? If you're a flirter, come here. I want to show you something. To put this into perspective so you can understand, I want you to look at this picture because this is allegedly how all the worlds are laid out. So this is what they look like, okay? This is some of the map, okay? In the middle where it says known lands, this is where North America, Asia, Africa, South America, and all that is at, right? That's why it's called the known lands. Now, the white circle on the outside of that is allegedly Antarctica, the ice wall. And if you look at those lands that are outside of the ice wall, there's Asgard. Asgard, have you ever heard of it? The Marvel Universe, Asgard. There's Gemania, there's Patatia, the ancient lands of Anak, Libris, and the Ancestral Republic. There's also the Neptunian Ocean? What? The Solitaire Ocean also? This is a map of all 178 worlds, so you'll have to screenshot this and kind of zoom in. But in this map, there are the lands of Jupiter. Wow. Cassiopeia, Pegasus, the lands of Hercules. What? Mercury Ocean, Ara, Nibiru. Is this what they meant when they made that movie Finding Nemo, the Lost Land? We found Atlantis and Lemuria. I'm telling you guys, if you can get a copy of this map, get one. Try to get a physical copy. Here's the lands of Orion, but the thing with the lands of Orion is it's in purple. Purple means royalty. I wonder if this is where the higher statured beings are. There's Osiris, the deepest ocean, the free islands, Shangri-La. What? And then off to the side, we have the greater earth that has the Deathlands, the land of Amen, Hades Bridge. What? Talos? This is wild, y'all. Like all of these lands that we didn't even know existed. There's also the Lacerda's lands, the lands of Hydria, lands of Eris, lands of Neptune. The one that really scares me is the land of the Forgotten Humans. I don't know what that means, but there is actually a land of Forgotten Humans. There's Alkaid and Dubi, and some of those I can't read because they're too small. Anunnaki lands, which also has the Sea of Orus. And it looks like this is off to the southeast of Earth. The lands of Seth. There's the Island of the Death and the Forgotten God Sea. Then right there where that dark brown is, it's the land of the snake, that little green inside there. This is crazy because remember Admiral Byrd? That little spot circled is called Byrd's Strait. You know, like the Bering Strait? This is the lands of the Custodians, and if you know anything about the Custodians, it's self-explanatory. The Mastre Fent lands, the St. German Islands, Fraternity, the Machiavelli Islands. Is that where Tupac is at? It also has the Pan lands and the Ball lands. And that green land right there is called the Resurrection lands. Is that where people come back to life? So this has the Anunnaki lands, but it's zoomed out so you can see more. So you can see the lands of Venus, the Celestial lands, lands of Draco, lands of Saturn, the lands of the angels, lands of Jupiter, lands of the Custodians down below, the lands of Mars. So as you can see, the worlds are not like they are in the sky. Again, they're placed like this. They're not up in the sky like a sphere, like we were taught. How crazy is this? This is the lands of Neptune, where there's Triton, Poseidon, and Merida. What? Merida makes me think of Brave. Poseidon and Triton make me think of Little Mermaid. Tierras de Gilgamesh? Really? This is another part of the map that's been zoomed out, but we have Andromeda. That kind of makes me think of Star Trek or also Greek mythology. We have Cassiopeia and Pegasus as well, Arcturus, Demerio, El Tempio de Zeus. Greek mythology Zeus, possibly? Here we have the Lacerda lands, lands of Hydra, lands of Eris, Alkaid, Dubi, and the lands of the Forgotten Humans again. Hold up, there's a land of Hercules? Y'all, there ain't no telling what all's on this map, man. If I could get a physical copy of this map, like the actual map, man. But all I've seen is these maps, and you can't zoom in and read very many of them. But yeah, did y'all know that this existed? And that we have over 178 worlds around us? Allegedly. And Earth is literally right there in the middle. And this is what they look like. Not a sphere. Is that not crazy? Wow. Who would have known? And they're not just called Saturn, Mars, Venus. They're called lands of Venus, lands of Saturn, lands of Mars, lands of Neptune, lands of Jupiter. What? That means there's more than one area. This is just blowing my mind, like for real, for real. But anyway, did y'all know about this? Did y'all have any idea that this existed? Let me know below. And as always, TikTok, this is just for entertainment purposes only. This is a theory. This is not factual. This isn't to be taken seriously.